our last taping of the season. We made a full 10-episode season. Give it up for the local comics here. Yes. So proud of you guys. Please give a big round of applause to Shaw TV, who has come out for a whole season and supported live stand-up comedy right here in Medicine Hat. Give them a round of applause. And we want to give a huge round of applause to Whiskey Creek for hosting us for the last 3 years. This is amazing, isn't it? Great bunch of people. Come on in and support that. How you guys doing tonight? Are you guys ready for a comedy show? Yes. Anybody do anything this weekend? The festival, Mad Hatter Comedy Festival. Yes, we are on our last day. Anybody take in some shows? Yeah. You guys saw some shows? That's cool. Who was your favorite? What was your favorite show? What's that? Trevor Moore. Who else? What was your favorite show? Jamie Hutchinson, Mike Dambra. Hey, remember that one time I was on the festival? Yeah, there we go. That was not planned at all. We can edit that out, right? Who's your favorite? Everybody was named but me. You guys, we did have a great lineup. Trevor Moore, local guy, he was fantastic. Jamie Hutchinson from Corner Gas was here. Mike Dambra from New York was here. We had Corey Mack, she was here from Comedy Now. Charles Payne from MacGyver. Yeah, we had a great lineup for our very first festival year, and we're finishing it up right here with the Homegrown show. So thank you guys so much for coming on out and supporting. Anybody else do anything else this weekend? Anything happen? Exciting? Nothing? Baby shower? Well, that was good. Boy or girl? A boy? Ah. Did they do one of those reveal cakes?
No, they had their older daughter come out of the box
with balloons. But they did a reveal party, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but she went out with pink.
She went out with pink, so it was a blue, because it was a boy, yeah. All right. Today it doesn't matter, I guess, right? Just come on with whatever. My husband and I did a reveal cake, but we did ours a little different. When you cut it, it didn't have blue or pink in the middle. It had a bride and a groom on the top. It's a true story. I don't know if I've told that story on the show before or not, but yeah. My husband and I, we found out we were pregnant 4 days before our wedding. How much did that tick me off, right? 33 years I tried not to walk down the aisle pregnant, and I missed it by 4 days. Frustrating. It's good. It's good. I am married. Anybody else married in the crowd tonight? Yeah? Got some married people? That's cool. You guys got a good marriage? You like your marriage? I like my marriage. But something is very different about my marriage. I don't know if I should share this or not, but whatever. We're going to go there. I don't know about you guys. I don't know how to say this. I have never fluffed in front of my husband. You know where I'm going? I've never... You know what I'm talking about, right? Not like a toot, a fart, a little... Nothing. Are you okay? Is it weird?
It's totally weird.
It's totally weird, yes. But you know what? It's become such a weird thing that it's become too far after the fact. Now it is a thing, so now I can't do it. So we've been married for like 5 years. We've been together for almost 10, and I have never cut the cheese in front of my husband. He, on the other hand, let me tell you, he has absolutely no shame whatsoever. He's like a big guy. He's like 6'3", 280 pounds, right? He'll take a bath and he'll let the water drain and lay in the tub and do this with his back, just on the tub, just go. And yet me, I'll get out of bed in the middle of the night and go to the other room just to, and then crawl back in quietly, because like I said, I don't know why I'm like this, right? But I am. I have this issue with it now. I just can't. I don't know, because I think I'm scared because it's been so long. Like, what is he going to say? However, in January, we went to Mexico. And on the flight home, I may have had a little bit of a stomach issue from the food in Mexico, right? And we were staying beside each other for like 9 hours, right? And it fell out. There was nothing I could do about it. It was silent, but deadly. All right? right? It was one of those things. It was bad. Like, I don't know how else to explain it other than I was gagging. Like, it was the worst. But because I've never done that in front of my husband, he didn't think it was me. So he's gonna know now. So he starts freaking out on a plane. We're like in midair, and I'm like, oh my God. So I start panicking, like, Dan, you can't do that. And he starts yelling at the guy in front of us, thinking it was him, but not like yelling specifically at him. He's like, who did that? That is disgusting, man. Oh, and he's so loud. So not only did everybody hear, they knew what he was talking about, because I'm pretty sure the people at the front of the cabin smelled it, because it was that bad, and he's flipping out, and I'm all embarrassed, right? I cannot wait for this plane to land, and my little girl is sitting there, she's 4, she's like, what is that smell? Does somebody have eggs, Mama? I don't like eggs. You can't hard-boil eggs on a plane, can you? No, you can't. So I kept my mouth shut, right? I didn't say anything. But I think it was like 3 days after we had gotten home, my husband and I, we got into this argument, and I actually can't even remember he ticked me off about something. I can't remember what it was. It was irrelevant. But I do know I was on like day 3 of giving him the silent treatment, right? So he knew he had to do something to kind of make up for it. So I'm sitting in my office, and like I said, my husband's a big dude. He's like 6'3", 280 pounds. And I'm in my office, and I'm working. And out of the corner of my eye, I see this dude trying to be like a stealth ninja, right? He's all sneaking into my office like this. And he gets close to my desk, and he slips a Big Turk on the corner of the desk. And he backs out of the room. And he's like, so we're good? And I start flipping out. I'm like, no, we're not good. And I'm going, I start flipping out on him, right? He leaves the room right in the middle of what I'm saying, right? Which made me go even more crazy on him, right? And he's like, oh my God, what is your problem? And I was like, what do you mean, what is my problem? We're right in the middle of a fight, and you just walked out of the room. And he's like, oh, gosh, that was just the middle? So I slowly walked out of the room. I grabbed my phone, and I sent him a text message. By the way, that was me on the plane. All right, you guys, we have a great show lined up. We have all local comedians on the show tonight. Are you ready to get this party started? Yes, see, you know what? The one thing I love about comedy more than anything is there's so many different styles. It's like country and rap music, you know what I mean? Like, there's just so many different genres. There's stand-up, there's improv, and then there's Reverend Don. He is our our favorite character comic. Yes, he is. See, there you say, yeah, we love him too. He's great. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen him before, you are in for a treat. Please welcome to the stage our local character comic, Reverend Don.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you. Now we can get down to business. I was in church in Saskatchewan the other day. One word and everybody starts giggling on this end. Celebrity endorsements these days are getting out of hand. I noticed the other day Adele is releasing a new product line. Insect repellent. She's calling it rolling in the deet. She has quite the slogan for it too. Hello, rumor has it, it'll work for someone like you. Couple of buried faces over there. Here's a question for you. Do you ever wonder why Adam wore a fig leaf? Someone had to wear the plants in the family. Even the vegans can laugh at that one. Had a weird dream last night. I was talking to a little octopus. I said, by the way, what's your favorite band? He said, Pink Floyd. There it is. I was just about to explain it. See Saskatchewanites, gotta love them. Another dream here. I know it's a weird dream sequence night. This elephant went to a water hole, saw a turtle, wound up, punt, knocked him right across a water hole. This giraffe walks up and goes, that was some pretty good distance. What'd that turtle ever do to you? The elephant says, 37 years ago, that turtle bit my trunk. The giraffe says, that's quite a memory. The elephant says, yeah, turtle recall. I had a woman come into the church there in Saskatchewan. There's the giggle. She was quite upset. She said her husband walked out on her. I said, well, that's terrible. She goes, I know. I thought the fire or the poison would have got him first. Winning the audience over one lady at a time. Another lady I helped out, she gave up her twins for adoption when they were born. One went to a lovely Mexican family. They called him Juan. The other went to an African family. They called him Jamal. Well, through the grace, we managed to track down Juan. Let me get to it. There's pills for premature giggling, you know. Managed to track down Juan, and after meeting him, she was all excited. Oh, I can't wait to see his brother. I can't wait to see his brother. I says, why? Once you've seen Juan, you've seen Jamal. There goes the face, yep. I was reading in the Saskatchewan Time paper, not Times, because as everybody knows, they don't change the time zone in Saskatchewan because nobody likes to spend an extra hour there every year. But there was this little story of a small town there in Saskatchewan. All the women got together on a bus and decided to go on a picnic. Lo and behold, the bus drives off into the river, everybody drowns. About a week later, after all the men finished mourning, there was one guy who just was inconsolable. So they called me and they said, Reverend Don, can you help this poor man? So I went up to him and I says, do you miss your wife that much? And he broke down, he started crying again. He goes, no, she missed the bus. Helping out the CNIB there in Saskatchewan, the Canadian National Institute for the Blind, for those of you who can't spell. And they have this dog they're having issues with. He has a little bladder problem. Turns out he's a peeing eye dog. Found out the most popular website in Saskatchewan for dates, ancestry.ca. Look it up, it's true. 1,000 people, one last name. Another guy came in, he's bragging away. I said, what are you so happy for? He goes, I bet my wife that I could make a car out of spaghetti. And she said I couldn't. Should have seen the look on her face when I passed by. Yeah, it doesn't get any better, does it? Shake all you like, these jokes are still coming. I did look up, I'm an amateur historian, not just in Saskatchewan, but I managed to look up the Van Gogh family tree. And you want to talk about some strange people. There was his dizzy aunt, Vertigo. The brother who ate too many prunes. Gotta go. The brother who ran a convenience store. Stop and go. No, they get worse, trust me. His magical uncle. Where did he go? His Mexican cousin. Amigo. His nephew who drove a stagecoach. Wells Fargo. A couple of groans on that one. The constipated uncle. Can't go. The ballroom dancing aunt. Tango. The bird-loving cousin. Flamingo. The fruit-loving cousin. Mango. The aunt who taught positive thinking. Way to go. The bouncy nephew. Pogo. The sister who loved disco. Go-go. And the niece who sells RVs. A Winnebago. I'm going to end it off with the married man's prayer here to send you home. Dear God, you gave me childhood, then you took it away. You gave me youth, and then you took it away. Then you gave me a wife. It's been a few years now, I'm just saying. Thank you, and have a good night.
Give it up for Reverend Don.
Your next comic, I always say they're one of my favorites. I love all the local comics. He's a brand new daddy. He's a good friend of mine. He painted my house and did a great job of it. So if you need a painter, he can also do that. All right, please welcome to the stage, Troy Patterson.
Hey. What do you mean you don't know anything about aeronautical engineering? It's not rocket science. Can't see it at home, but we got a White Walker in the front row. There's a movie being filmed in Medicine Hat recently, but you had to walk with a limp. So I broke my leg. So I broke my leg so I could get into the cast. That was it. That was the joke. No one's going to bat for Nocturnal Life. But I'll do it. I'm not scared, and I won't cave. When I was a kid, I used to play walk the plank with my invisible friend, and I was the plank. That's how bored I was. When I was a kid, I told my parents that my sister spilt chili all over the kitchen floor. Yeah. So technically one could say, I spilt the beans over who spilt the beans. I don't know what's funny. flavorless French fries. Have you tried them? Try it, but take it with a grain of salt. And some ketchup. Oh, yeah. There's a saying that says you can't make an omelet without breaking a couple eggs. But I can totally make an omelet without breaking a couple eggs. It's gross, but I can do it. I can also judge a book by a cover. I do it all the time. I also judge books by their spinal cord. I guess just their spine. If they don't have one, I ain't reading it. My dad won't talk about the explosion at the potato factory.
Why not?
Because he has a chip on his shoulder. My dog keeps asking me for cheese. Telling you, he's barking up the wrong brie. I told that joke on a dare. It's okay. What did you say?
It worked.
It worked. Hear that, Kurt? It worked. My dog won't tell the truth after the sun goes down. I'm not going to be bothered by it. I'm just going to let sleeping dogs lie. I got this new novelty knife. It can cut through hot buns without wrecking them. It's like the best thing since sliced bread. I wrote all these jokes last night. I've been told I whine too much and I need to put a cork in it. Oh, yeah. So I went into a music store yesterday, and I asked, how much for a piano? And the guy says, $1,000. I said, no, an electric. You guys are fun. I'm deathly afraid of trolls. I don't know what I'd do if I ever ran into one, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. This morning I removed a hangnail before it got out of hand. I talked too much at Thor's birthday party. I wasn't trying to steal his thunder. I went on a first date with a girl and found out right away she hates bobbleheads, she hates the ocean, and she hates men that leave. So she probably didn't like it when I just nodded my head and then waved goodbye. I'm gonna now do my impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger if he was a spinal cord. I'll be back. That's it. I hardly ever eat chocolate. The last time I ate chocolate, it was 4 scores, and it was 7 years ago. That's it. That's all I got for you guys tonight. I'm Troy Patterson. Thanks.
comedian for 15 years. I have never once seen a comedian stop in the middle of his set, have such an honest, confused look on his face, and say, "Why are you guys laughing? I don't understand." Did you really you stopped when people laughed and you're like, "What's going on?" Like, no, first time for everything. You had a really good set of the festival. Good for you, buddy. Give it up for Troy Patterson.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on out for Homegrown Gigglers. Big round of applause to Whiskey Creek Pub. You guys here in the audience. Shaw TV for coming on out and supporting Medicine Hat's local comedy scene. Your comedians tonight on the show. It was a great show. Thank you so much. Drive safe and tip your wait staff.